Just had a man pick me up for a date. He asked me if I was a man in the car. I said yes. This man turns around and takes me back home.
Do you think a feminine gay man should let people know that he's gay when they approach him? Let's talk about it. Hey, beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here, and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video, we want to talk about a story time told by a very feminine gay man telling the story about what transpired between him and another straight man. So apparently, this guy's name is Dunn. Dunn is a gorgeous, a beautiful gay man. So he came online to share the story about how he met this guy in a club and they hit it up. They were kissing, touching, and all that. Super excited. They exchanged numbers and they got talking for a couple of days. And this guy asked him for a date. But on approaching the date, this guy went on to ask him and say, you know what, pull off the car over and say, no, I want to ask you something. Are you a man? And Don went on to say, yes, I'm a man. But what Don was being baffled about was the fact that it felt like this man wasted his time for making him get dressed to go on this date. And he was shocked that how come this man wouldn't have known when he has a flat chest. And this has tracked the entire conversation because this is date ending up the date got ended. But this has struck entire conversation of people saying that should gay men or transgender women and all that let the person that you're talking to their sexual status or who they are, do you think they should tell them or not? Anyway, guys, let's go check out the story, people's reaction to it, and then we'll come back and talk more.
Just had a man pick me up for a date. He asked me if I was a man in the car. I said yes. This man turns around and takes me back home. Now, this is a very prime example of somewhat fragile masculinity, but also dishonesty. Not on my end, but on the end of the suitor. I met him last Friday at a club when I was out with my girlfriend. At some point, we duck off, we're talking, we're chatting, we're dancing, we're like really having a good time. We're throwing banter back and forth, we're being flirty, all these things. Mind you, I am flat chested as I am not a woman. I'm just a very beautiful man. Proceeds to kiss me, da 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 da, XYZ, right? Has been texting me every day since last Friday when I gave him my number. He proceeds to tell me in the car, I don't really know how to ask this, or, I really just don't know how to bring this up, but are you a man? And I looked at him and I was like, yes, I am. I'm just a very feminine man. He pulls over and he's like, I just want to sit over and just like kind of talk about this for a second. I've never been in this position before, so I'm just like not really sure how to handle it. I had an inkling of a thought, but I didn't want to ask you and you be offended if you were not. However, it's just not something that I'm into particularly. And I think that's part of a bigger conversation as it relates to Black men being interested in just feminine energy, period. He proceeded to apologize and he's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I just like felt like I needed to get this off my chest and at least just ask. But if I'm being honest, I was just like, okay, yeah, like that's fine. Like, no harm, no foul. Like, it's all good. He's like, is it okay if I just, turn around and take you back home? I'm like, absolutely. Yes, please. We sat there in silence as he like, did it a U-turn and literally dropped me back off. But it goes to show that sexuality truly is a spectrum. And while people may not be into whatever parts people have or whatever the case may be, people are just attracted to energy, period, which is okay. That's totally fine. I completely respect that. I'm not one of those gays that are like, I'm going to go get the trade and do this, that, and the third. That's really not my vibe. And if you are, I mean, pop off queen, do your big one. But I guess my biggest problem is if you had an inkling of a thought or you felt any type of way, you should have quite literally just asked and been honest from the very beginning. Here, I spent an hour and a half getting ready for a date, not really into it, but like I was like open to, just seeing what happens, what would, transpire out of the whole situation. And yet, here we are. Now, this is a first for me. I've never had this happen to me before. This is something new to me. I'm not humbled in the slightest because I'm a bad bitch. Look at me. Like, hello. And I know this is not in vain. I know that God has a partner for me out in the world, wherever he may be. But that shit was crazy And for my theys, my girls, my dolls out there in the world, y'all be safe out there. Truly just be safe. Because for a slight moment in time, I was actually kind of scared for a minute. But yeah, y'all, I don't know. Am I tripping? Y'all let me know what y'all think, because I've quite literally never experienced anything like this before. Like, oh my God, I'm like kind of floored. But anyway, on to the next, babes. That's fine. To Mr. Sir, good luck to you. And yeah, I don't know, y'all. It's just so funny. I'm like literally just sitting here in silence, like, oh my God, like I need to like talk to someone about this. But anyway, okay, y'all let me know what y'all think. I don't know. Okay, first and foremost, I did not expect all of this discourse in my comment section. I didn't. But now that I have y'all here and I'm not as emotional or shaken up, let's clear some things up here, okay? Number one, a lot of people have been like, you should just be grateful that you got home safely. I am very much grateful that I got home safely. I'm very grateful for that, okay? Number two, I get a lot of comments like this. You should have told him ahead of time. Now, with that, here's the thing. While, we could be out at the club, it was dark, whatever, even outside when my friends and I got into our Uber, he pulled me over to the side and was like kissing me and introducing himself to my friends and this, that, and the third. So I just didn't feel the need to be like, oh, by the way, hi, I'm Donnie, I'm a man. No one's gonna do that. Y'all don't go up to people and be like, oh my God, hi, my name is Shaquila and I'm a woman. Like, be for real. Like, be serious, okay? All in all, I'm not saying that he handled the situation badly. My biggest qualm with all of this is that we had been texting for a week. When he mentioned in the car that he had an inkling, he said, I had an inkling probably a few days ago. However, I just didn't know how to bring it up and not be offensive. Which to me, I'm like, well, if you had a thought or an inkling of anything, you quite literally could have just texted me and just asked that. And I think I cleared this up with another young lady in my comment section where I said, had he asked me over text, it would have been less jarring. But to have me in a car with him and then ask me, if I was an actual woman, I would have told him to take me home, period. That's it. Now, I have no ill will towards this gentleman. I'm not making this to be like, he's wrong and he blah, 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 blah. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, y'all. The point is, communication is key. If you are unsure about anything, someone you're seeing, someone you're dating, and you want to ask questions, as difficult as they may be, it's important to have those conversations ahead of time. Sure. It saves you embarrassment, and it also saves embarrassment or fear for the other person on the other side. You know what I mean? And to you homophobic out here in the world, let me tell y'all something. The girls who are like, oh my God, now they want the streets to want them too, and blah, 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 blah. Pause, babe. A lot of y'all will be surprised that your straight counterparts and your men do want us femme gays. They do want the trans girls. They do want the dolls. Like, let's be real. But I don't know, y'all. I, again, did not expect all this discourse and people just having all these opinions. But I'm just wanted to clear some things up for everybody. That way that we are all aligned. We are all in tune. And yeah, we're all on one accord now, okay? And for the people who are like, I'm so glad that you're safe and it could have been much worse, I agree. Thank y'all so much for the love and the support. Like I said, there was like a split second where I was a little scared because I was like, why are we pulling the car over? However, he was a gentleman. He was kind. He was nice. He brought me back home. And that's the most respectful thing that he could have done. I'm not saying that was the part that was wrong. That wasn't the part that was wrong. To me, the part in all of this that was wrong was that you had an inkling a few days ago. You could have cleared that up ahead of time. It could have saved us all of this weirdness, awkwardness, me spending time to get ready, and you having to drive all the way over here to waste gas to like come get me and then preparing to take me out to dinner. So that's it. That's all. Okay. I hope everybody got it all cleared up. If y'all have questions, comments, concerns, feel free to get in the comment section if you'd like. But yeah, I just thought that I would get that off my chest. Also, good morning. Happy Friday.
Dinah, we need to talk, okay? Dinah, we need to talk. Okay, this auntie. Now listen, Dinah, I seen your story, part 1 and part 2. Dinah ended up going to a nightclub, and when Dinah ended up going to a nightclub, Dinah ended up meeting this man. But Dinah is a beautiful woman, but really a man. Dinah is very nice looking. Dinah is a bad bee. Keep that in mind, y'all. Y'all got to go see Dinah, okay? So they end up exchanging numbers. They, you know, that the night, you know, was what it was. You know what I'm saying? They was feeling each other. I think they even got a little kiss in or whatever the case may be. So then after that, Dinah end up exchanging numbers. The guy, for a week, they was texting, and then the guy asked Dinah, do he want to go on a date? So Dinah took about an hour and a half to get dressed. And when Dinah took an hour and a half to get dressed, this man ended up picking Dinah up and asking Dinah, are you know, such and such, are you a man? He said he don't have no top, no nothing. So of course, you know, like he was like, he thought that he knew, but the man really didn't know. I guess, I don't know. He said, but you waste my time for me getting ready for an hour and a half. The man end up turning around and dropping him back off. Listen to me right quick, Dinah. I have seen stories and stuff like this online to where men would think that they messing with a man, a woman, and find out that it's a man and end up them at the same time. I understand you feel that he should have known that he could have seen your top and you ain't had no top. But guess what? You need to be able to just straight up be open about that and just let people know. I understand it ain't got to come out right away, but it needs to come out. Because guess what? Some people really don't know, and some people will feel played, and you could have got yourself hurt. I'm glad he dropped you back off at home, but that's not everybody else's story. You know what I'm saying? Some people really have got hurt, lost their lives from not being honest off top, thinking that somebody should know. So, but Donnie, I'm going to tell you straight up, you are a beautiful man. You are a bad bitch. You look good. And do your shit. But Donnie, please be careful with that because you was very lucky this time. Hugs and love. Y'all be blessed. J-Lo. Story in my repost, guys.
A man picked me up for a date. He asked me if I was a man in the car. I said yes. This man turns around and takes me back home. Now, this is a very prime example of somewhat fragile masculinity, but also dishonesty. Not on my end, but on the end of the suitor.
So it's fragile masculinity because bro didn't want to smash bananas with you? What? This situation could not have gone any better for you. Like, actually. Bro said he met him at the club, right? They were cooling. They were vibing. They were bantering back and forth. They even kissed each other. They even kissed. And then bro tried to say, well, I'm flat-chested. You know what I'm saying? So he should have known I was a man. Like, there aren't women out here that are flat-chested. Long story short, they're talking all week. All week. He picks him up and says, hey, I didn't know how to ask this over the phone because I didn't want to offend you if you ended up not being one. But are you a man? Bro said, yes, I'm a man. I'm just a very feminine man. He pulls over, mad respectful, says, I've never been put in this situation, but can I take you back home? And then he said, yeah, bet we can. But this is the part that really annoyed me.
His problem is if you had an inkling of a thought or you felt any type of way, you should have quite literally just asked and been honest.
You talking about being open and honest from the beginning, but you didn't even tell bro you was a bro. Oh my goodness. You should be happy he didn't pop off on you. Like, respectfully. Mans could not have handled that any more respectful than what he did. You're weird for not telling him that you're a man, because I know that you knew that he thought you were a woman. You should have disclosed. You're weird. Matter of fact, that's even predatory behavior. You withheld information to get what you want. That's what you did. You knew damn well if he knew you was a man, he wouldn't have kissed you on your mouth. You are very weird. Very weird.
Just had a man pick me up for a date. He asked me if I was a man in the car.
I keep telling y'all, bruh. Don't mind the mechanic jumpsuit, you feel me? I gotta get ready early. You know, we back again and don't stop. But I keep telling y'all, bruh. I kid you not. It's either, how do I say this? A rainbow man or it's a straight woman. I don't want to, like, I know I could say black, but I'm kind of scared because TikTok be on my ass. So I'm trying to, you feel me, tread lightly. But every time, it's always them two demographics of people who just, it's all, when it comes to a black man, it's always something wrong. So because he didn't want to be with you because you the same thing as him, it's toxic masculinity. I'm telling you, these get on TikTok, hear some shit, and run with it. They don't do no research of what the word mean. They don't try to search it up, get an understanding. They hear it. That shit sound good. I'm putting it in my next video. Then they get on the phone. Yeah. So apparently this man don't want to date me because I'm a man. He don't want to go out with me. So yeah, he's toxic. Nigga, what? We live in a world where you can't even, like, hear me out. A woman. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot, make $500 million a year. Fanciest cars, fanciest clothes, best of jewelry. he got to make sure he do this, and this, and he got to be able to be fucking 258,000 pounds all muscle. Everybody be like, okay, cool, shawty, we feel you. You feel me? Those are your standards. That's your preference. People come on this bitch. Oh, I just want to be me, be free. I want to do whatever, yada yada yada. Live my life, have fun, whatever the case. Okay, cool, you can do that. You feel me? That's your life. Who to tell you to do? Who's to tell you what you can and can't do? A man get on this bitch. Hey, bro, I want to date normal, natural born women. Oh my God, ew. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you to say? Wait, time out. Man, wait. You can have your standards. You can have your standards. I have my standards. I'm the devil. You can have 7 foot, 6 foot, 8 foot, 9 foot. Y'all want 20,000 damn feet tall. He got to make all the money in the world. Drive Lambos, Rolls Royce, goddamn McLarens, all that shit. I say, I want a regular woman. You feel me? A natural woman. A natural born woman. And now I'm the devil. Now it's toxic. I keep telling y'all, bro, these will literally use TikTok words and run with it. And then, it's not all, but when you get on this app, it's black women and black men that be tearing down straight black men every time. It never fails. I don't see white women getting on here saying, oh, black men, blah, blah, blah. Or even talking about their own race of man saying, oh, white man, blah, blah, blah. No. But when I open this app, guess what I see? It's a girl that look just like me talking about, oh, this gotta be able to do this, and this. This. Blah, blah, blah. Pay all my bills, yada, yada, yada. Black man turn around and say, okay, I want a female that do this, and this. Ew, you sound like you immature and blah, blah, blah. And I'm trying to tell, bro, y'all gotta wake up. This social media shit fake. These chatting, I swear.
I don't know why I brought black women into it. Okay. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. Do you think that a gay man or a transgender woman should inform the person, especially if the person is straight, that they are gay or transgender? Let me know your own take down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We are allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free and share your thought. Love to know what you think. For me personally, like concerning the story that Don said, let me even first say Don is a beautiful man. Like he said, he's beautiful and he's gorgeous. And I can see how anybody would perceive him as a woman because he has this very feminine energy and all that. So I do see how anybody can perceive him as a woman. Because initially I thought he was a woman. So anyway, so I also feel like whatever conversation or when you once you talk, I understand at the club you can't really stop and say it's at the heat of the moment, you're doing your thing and all that. I understand that, but when you're talking to someone on the period of a certain days, I feel like that should be something that should be disclosed so that you don't waste his time, you don't waste my time. Even as women, I feel like when it comes to dating, I feel like on the get-go, just stay out what you want out of the relationship, who you are and all that. Especially this is my own personal opinion. Like I only say, yeah, it's my personal opinion. I just feel like just say what you want. If it does not align, yeah, some of them may fake it, but if it does not align, so you don't waste each other's time. But I feel like as a gay person that looks very feminine or a transgender woman, I feel like you should let the person you're talking to know so that you don't waste each other's time. And him talking about how that is a toxic thing, like, oh, is a what did he even use? A masculine something. I feel like that was not it. That man probably was in the heat of the moment and thought he was a woman. I personally am a flat-chested woman, and so people growing up they said I look like a boy because I don't have any this thing. So there are a lot of women out there that have really small boobs and can pass off. So he can literally pass off as such women, like, oh, he's a very feminine woman, but she doesn't have big boobs and all that, and that can pass. So I feel like he should have just told the guy why they were texting throughout the during the week. You should have just let me like, hey, I just want to inform you. Maybe if you don't know, this is it. And I know sometimes they want to put it in the gender of women and say, oh, when a girl is talking to the guy, does the girl go and say, oh, let me just inform you I'm a girl? No, whether you like it or not, this entire construct of gay, I know it's all acceptance and all that, but whether this entire structure of transgender, feminine men and all that, it's still kind of new. Some people can't differentiate it. I personally, there are sometimes I can't even differentiate it. So I feel like there should be some type of heads up so that you keep yourself safe. Like the other creator was saying that this could easily have gone left. This man could have gone loose on you just because he was not informed about your sexuality before he got interested in you and wanted to take you out on a date. Thank God you were safe. Thank God he was a very he was a gentleman and polite about it and all that. And then another point he made, he said that he felt like the guy should have brought it up when he felt the he said the guy should have brought it up when he had the ink about it and saying that the guy should have just asked directly. I personally, I am the type of person that if, especially when I feel like it's something that might offend the other person, I feel like sometimes text don't do it just. I feel like text does not come off the energy you're giving. I prefer probably have up on a video call and ask you, or probably see you in person and actually there are people like that that just feel like, I rather see in person so that I can explain my intentions so that person doesn't get it on the wrong way. So either way, I feel like you as a trans man, as a trans woman, as a gay man that looks feminine, or as a lesbian that looks masculine, I feel like either way, let the person you're talking to that is interested in you know as for hand. So if that's something the person is into, then kumbaya, you guys get it kiki. Okay. Anyway, guys, you guys let me know what you guys think about this conversation down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree. Okay. But we'll keep it respectful. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead, feel free, share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see. And that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.